You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Last Action Hero is the story of a little boy who gets sucked into the imaginary world of his favorite action movie hero. Or is it?
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching.
Welcome to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Ian Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 1993's Last Action Hero starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. And no one else. At this point.
Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Arnold Schwarzenegger as himself.
No, wasn't it Arnie Schwarzenberger? Or
Schwarzenegger or something like that, yeah.
Brausenhauser or whatever it was. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger said that this was the movie that made him think that he wasn't going to be a success in movies anymore. And then he made Jingle All the Way. And The Sixth Day. And all the other movies since then. Before he became governor of California. The first time Arnold Schwarzenegger's been on the show, is that correct?
It is.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Kind of surprised, actually. What'd you guys think of this movie overall?
It was alright.
Going back to, I remember it did kind of tank, but going back to it...
yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah, it kind of did, but going back to it, once you can, if you can settle into the premise, and just, it's okay. It's not great, certainly not my favorite of the Schwarzenegger movies by far. There's way better ones to go, and yeah, I'll revisit Commando any day over this, but, but going back to review it for the purpose of this podcast wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
This movie had a great premise. I love the idea of movie characters coming out of a movie and into real life.
Yeah.
I just don't think they told the right story. Kind of like Surrogates or Gamer, where you have people that can take over other people's bodies. I don't think they told the right story. There's a better story to be told. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I like the fact that he considers bringing Dracula out. And he considers bringing all these... He has Jason circled in the newspaper near the end or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The premise, the possibilities are almost limitless.
Yeah.
Where's Darth Vader walking down, 4th Avenue or whatever.
Of course, Mark would bring up Darth Vader.
Of course I would.
But yeah, this movie, it ends up being more of a parody.
Yeah.
Like I said before this, I was kind of... when I was looking at things to pick on in this movie, you kind of have to be careful because sometimes it was done on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, so you have to kind of now. Unfortunately, there's still lots left over.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get into it,
yes.
Tex, why don't you give us a rundown of The Last Action Hero?
Alright, so our story begins with the opening scene of another movie where Schwarzenegger's playing a cop named Jack Slater. Stuff happens, but we don't see what because the picture blurs and Danny goes to bitch at the old man in charge. Nick likes to contribute to the delinquency of minors, and it turns out Danny's been skipping school to watch these movies. Nick bribes Danny to go to school, and he hallucinates about Jack Slater. Later, his mom leaves for work after giving him a light guilt trip and telling him to stay inside. Danny disobeys his mother, shocker, but before he gets to the movie theater, he takes some time out to enjoy being terrorized by a junkie. Eventually, he makes it, and Nick gives Danny a magic ticket that he immediately rips in half. We're treated to about 15 minutes of a different movie because there's nothing you want more than to watch a movie of a movie. Anywho, here comes Slater to see Frank. He's his second cousin in case you didn't know that. And the house blows up. We get some porn for Schwarzenegger fans, and Danny gets teleported into the movie. I guess the ticket needed time to power up before it decided to work. Anyway, Danny shows up in the back of Slater's car as the baddies are chasing after him and cars seem to be randomly blowing up because, movies. Smart kid that he is, Danny realizes he's in the Jack Slater movie and we get more car chases. I'm just going to sum up this scene with fuck you physics, you're a pansy-ass bitch. Also, henchmen bad guys are really just cowardly Nancy's. Back at the police precinct, we're shown how sensitive and thoughtful Slater is. Danny tries to get people to realize they're in a movie, and while this is going on, we're treated to some action and buddy cop movie tropes. Eventually, Danny and Slater go to the house from the beginning, and Slater and Benedict have a dick measuring contest. The pair head over to Jack's ex-wife's house for some reason, and Veronica Vaughn kisses Danny in a case of mistaken identity, which is hilarious. Jack has a flashback from the first movie Danny was watching, and we see what really happened. Benedict shows up at the house and decides to choose some scrumptious scenery. Requisite action scene ensues, while Slater shows up to save the day. Blah blah shooting, blah blah punches, and for some variety, gymnastics. At the precinct, Slater gets fired for some other cop's idiocy, I guess, and the entire precinct stops everything to watch. The pair end up going to a funeral where Slater discovers his friend has betrayed him. They trade handcuffs and monologues for a bit. Danny inexplicably learns how to drive a crane, and Slater gets shot at by the mob who attended Stormtrooper Academy. Anyway, Benedict kills his boss after he chews the scenery some more and then starts talking to the audience. Slater tosses Benedict through the wall and into the real world and then follows. We get another car chase scene that culminates in the cars crashing. Slater gets his mind blown by seeing a poster of himself as Arnold Schwarzenegger and gets upset about being a fictional character for about 3 minutes before coming to grips with everything. Benedict gets a taste of what New York is like and loves it, giving him the opportunity to choose that scrumptious scenery some more. Apparently, it just keeps getting tastier. Later, we see him talking to the bad guy from the start of the movie, and we move on to Jack Slater 4 premiere, where they plan to kill Schwarzenegger. Lots of cameos happen, where the movie pretty much fellatios itself over and over again. The bad guy from the movie recreates the last scene you see at the start, but this time Danny doesn't die. Damn it. Benedict shows up to monologue and once again chew that tasty scenery. Slater gets shot, Benedict loses the ticket when he dies, and Death gets brought to the party. Danny gets back to the theater and gets the other half of the ticket, which Death advises him of. We don't know how, but it's almost over, so I'll take it. Back in Movieverse, Danny and Slater hug it out, and he goes back to the real world. Old Nick wants to tell a boring story, and Schwarzenegger as Slater waves us out. Roll credits.
The one thing I will say about this movie is it starts off on a note that I absolutely love. No opening credits.
Yeah, we're right into an action movie.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that there's no opening credits. Every movie should have no opening credits. It should be just movie.
That's...
if you're going to make me stay through the fucking credits to see a fucking bonus scene afterwards, I shouldn't have to watch credits at the beginning.
That's like movie law, though, that they have to be at the beginning and the end, or they have to at least be there twice. So you'll see in some movies where they don't have them at the beginning, they'll have them at the end. First of all, they'll do like the... Sherlock Holmes, actually, is a good example, where they do... at the end, they do like the little painting, drawing things, and it will show Robert Downey Jr. a picture of Sherlock, and go on and so forth. And then they do the list version where it just scrolls up. So we just saw their names. We're going to see them again because they have to put them in there twice. Ideally, it's supposed to be once at the beginning, once at the end. But one of the first people to actually fight that was George Lucas.
Really?
Yeah, because you never see it in Star Wars.
There you go.
Yeah. So he's just like, go ahead and find me. I don't care. I'm making billions off this.
Yeah, I guess maybe it started from all the bullshit about actors wanting above the title credit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Right. So and that's why, like I said, in some of them you'll see that. I think actually Twilight does it that way too.
No, Twilight has credits.
At the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That last one, didn't we get it twice at the last one where they did this, like, almost like the, during the Oscars, the death reel? They show the picture of the person, like, this is who
they did it twice at the end, too, yeah.
At the very, very last one? Or was that just a loving farewell? I don't know, but anyway.
That was probably just a loving farewell, because there were definitely credits at the start.
Maybe like, thank God we're done? I don't know. But that's why in some movies you'll see that. It's supposed to be movie law. But I do like it better. We can just jump right into it. Especially during an action movie. Come on. You want to ramp up and get going.
Yeah.
You know, so other movies, sometimes they can lend themselves where, you can put names here and there. That's fine. But
well, the only opening credits is in the actual Jack Slater movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is done on purpose because...
It's the movie, right?
It's the movie.
Yeah. I gotta say, I would hate to be in the audition for the angry, screaming captain role. To just see guy after guy coming, like all day long, like 8 hours a day. You got to listen to someone yell at you. And
I don't know. He was more intelligible than intelligible. I don't know. Pass.
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll call you.
Yeah. Did you understand what he was saying? Yes. Well, then he's fired. All right. Never mind. Next guy. And Tina Turner as the mayor, really?
Yep.
What's
Tina Turner was the mayor?
Yeah, she has
I
like
totally missed that.
Yeah, she's like the first big cameo. She runs up and is like, "Jack, don't do this. I'm the governor. Here's the assistant governor." He's like, "Tell me when the governor gets here," and just keeps walking.
Oh, I missed that too.
I'm like, "What's Tina got to do with it?"
Oh.
Sorry to beat y'all to it.
Do you know what? That's what this entire movie needed.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
It needed
absolutely.
that, or it needed a laugh track.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is what it needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct lighting a cigarette outside the thing. Hey, look, he walked by the T-1000 in a police uniform. Like,
Yeah.
it really, honestly and truly, that's, you're absolutely right. I love how the fact that when he was over at his, when he was visiting Benedict's house, after talking to the Asian guy, I think when he was talking to the Asian guy, who's a professional wrestler, by the way.
Oh.
Not a big one, don't ask. He lights his cigar while talking,
Yeah.
and he actually gets it lit.
Yeah.
Not while he's talking, but off screen when it cuts. Like he tries to light his cigar and he's talking, so he's not sucking in anything, and so he's not lighting the cigar. Cut to another scene of a head-on shot, and the cigar is lit and smoke is coming out. I'm like, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Movie magic.
So I'm a big fan of the dropping your weapons scene, but I do, again, this is one of those over the top things where he's just gun, knife, gun. Like,
Yeah.
I believe, didn't they do that in Hot Shots? They had
Yeah.
that. Oh, Police Academy had that.
Yeah.
Like that joke goes back a ways.
Oh, I think Spaceballs
That
had
goes
that joke.
back to Marx Brothers.
Marx Brothers.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Harpo did it first.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
thank
endless
you.
pocket routine. Oh,
Yeah.
that's vaudeville. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
The very first time that I ever saw it was Harpo Marx. It happening with him.
Oh, well, I say corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I'm always a fan of that because you just,
I'm not a fan of that.
it's always the what's going to, I was waiting for like a big giant machine gun. Like I wanted to see, like, how far are they going to take this?
Well, it's the old cartoon thing. It's the Bugs Bunny. It's like, empty your pockets. And okay, he comes out with keys and change and a wallet. All of a sudden he gets a mallet and a train
An anvil, yeah.
and a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the best one I thought that's ever done it outside of Groucho, or Harpo, I should say. The best one I thought that would ever done it was in Oscar.
Yeah.
When Oscar gets Connie to get rid of all of his weapons. Like,
Yeah.
there's one, he's got a fucking thing of TNT, for fuck's sakes, in his bag as he takes it out. And then he was like, and Oscar's like, is that it? Or not Oscar, Angelo is like, is that it? And he, like, shows this, like, little itty-bitty tiny fucking Derringer, and he's like, it's like disarming Germany. And then later on, that gets called back because he calls Connie in because he's going to kill the accountant, and he's like, Connie! And Connie, he's like, yeah, boss. He grabs the thing, and it's a fucking drumstick, and points it at the accountant, and then he looks at Connie, and he's like, you took my gun. That's fantastic. But any other movie now I see it happening in, like, I actually saw it just recently in Supernatural, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, get over it. Stop it. Now. Seriously. Just stop.
Well, my favorite one was Police Academy. You have the two, like I forget their names, but it's tall blonde girl.
Tackleberry and Tackleberry and his woman when they're
when it's because it's part of like a sexy undressing scene, but they got to disarm first, and then, so they're comparing all these, and just weapons just raining down because they're packing serious heat.
That's funny too because it's like the both of them, right? Because it's like you move like one piece of clothing and it's like 4 guns drop and whatever, like that's
where
that's
they're
funny
putting
too.
them all in,
But just the standing there and like seeing all the stuff get removed, it's I'm over it. Especially and Pirates of the Caribbean was probably where I just hit the point where I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, can we be done with this?
She's doing the reach around to the back, and like, where are you pulling that out? Kind of
and like
stuff.
that character being the one strapped down with all the weapons, really, like Anyway.
Yeah, anyone get a weird pedophile feeling from Nick, the projectionist?
No.
No?
No, I just got kindly old man, you know. And
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I never felt. I never got
maybe
anything.
a product of today's society, but I kind of got a weird feeling out of that guy.
No, I didn't get anything.
Especially when he was
No, see, I've seen him in other things, and he's just the
Robert
kindly old
Prosky.
man.
Yeah, and he's a great actor.
Yeah, and he's just the kindly old man, so
Yeah.
that's exactly what I got out of him.
I like the scene where the mother brings up the fact that the kid's dad died. He wants to go see the movie.
Yeah.
And he was complaining, I guess, or she was yelling at him for skipping school
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something like that. And she basically comes out and says, "Listen, kid, your dad died, so I'm letting you go to this movie as a favor. Okay, don't give me shit."
Yeah.
I'm just like, that is so weird. That's such an odd stance.
I actually took that differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rather than her being like, I'm letting you go see this movie as a favor, I took it more as in like, you don't appreciate all the sacrifices that I've done because my husband died. You know, don't even like mention the fact that that was your father. No. My fucking husband died. Do you think I asked for that? Like, that's basically what she said.
Yeah, do you think... she says, do you think I asked for your father to die? I'm like, what? No?
Yeah.
Why would anybody ask for that?
Yeah, and why would you come out and just say something like that? Like, the fuck is the matter with you? That's why I put in my synopsis that, you should give him a light guilt trip.
Yeah.
Because he's not allowed to go see the movie because his father died, apparently.
Well, because he skipped school for the umpteenth time is what I got.
Well, yeah.
She's talking. Oh, yes, he's so sick. That poor thing. Like she basically, from the moment we see her, it's almost like that someone had a stopwatch and says, "Okay, you've got 90 seconds to get to the audience that you're the put upon mom, widow, and go." So she starts off. Oh yes, he'll be at school tomorrow. I know he's sick as a dog. That poor boy. Click. You little bastard. Your father died, and it's not my fault. And I do all this stuff, and you don't appreciate me. And you can't go to the movie because I'm not happy because I'm raising you by myself. You little bastard.
Yeah.
But
I think I beat her record, but I didn't do it with as much finesse as she did. You know?
She goes through a major character change in cut scene. Because the next time we see her is he's been in the movie for a long time. And then it's, oh my God, where have you been? She says there's hundreds of kids with guns in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where have you been? I've been so worried, blah, blah, blah. Come on home. And he says, oh, by the way, this is my friend, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then, cut, next morning, he wakes up, and Jack Slater and his mom are, oh, would you like eggs?
Yeah.
How about some bacon and toast? You would like toast? Come on, would you like toast? He says no, but he makes some toast anyway. I thought that was weird.
I think he was making toast for himself.
He puts it on the kid's plate.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, if Arnold Schwarzenegger says I'm having toast, I'm having toast, all right? I'm not arguing with the Terminator, I'm sorry. Part of a healthy breakfast.
And then you never see her again.
I love how
Then
she
she's
was
gone.
so concerned about the fact that a junkie had broken into their apartment
Yeah.
and terrorized this kid that she told him to go straight home from the police station and didn't leave work.
Yes!
Thank you!
Yes!
I loved that one.
Your mom says go straight home. And okay, so
Home immediately after
First of all, even if she couldn't completely leave work, okay, fine. Get the fucking police to drive him home. How's that? Don't just go straight home. It's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night in New York, which it's already been established based on how he was hiding behind the door and then immediately gets fucking accosted by a junkie, that they don't live in the best neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing? Just telling your kid, to your, 10-year-old, to walk home.
wander the streets, yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my
this
God.
is New York. Hey, it's shit here. We deal with it, all right?
Yeah, oh my God. I love that, though. And he's like, your mom says go straight home. I'm like, yeah.
And the cop
Clearly
doesn't...
not showing any
remorse
interest
at all. No.
Any interest in your child at all. Like, I'm at work. Fuck you.
Oh, do you think she secretly was like, well, maybe the junkie didn't finish the job? Like, is she kind of...
She hired the junkie?
Not hired, but was just like, happy accident? Like,
Oh, this review got dark. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm just saying. How else would you
Do you have
explain?
any unresolved mother issues you'd like to talk about, Mark?
I don't live in New York, so no.
Hey, if the kid goes, I'd be sad, but one less mouth to feed.
No, but look at what. Let's add up what we've been saying up until this point. She's put upon her husband died.
true.
She never asked for it, and her only response to my kid is got accosted and is at the police station is just fucking go home when you're done. Fill out the paperwork and go home.
Yeah.
Now, this movie being a part of our the 90s series really shows how tough people were back then. Think about this.
I guess, yeah.
If that kid was home alone and got broken into by a junkie and handcuffed to a pipe in the bathroom today, he would have so much free psychology lessons paid for by the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be in therapy for years. This kid goes to the movies. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nothing more is ever thought of it.
And this time you can kind of understand. It's like, I'm not fucking going home. He actually does the smart thing. I'm going to go find an adult that I trust. Instead of going back to the scene of the crime
Alone.
and just wait there for it to happen again. Like,
Well, it's not going to happen again because he doesn't even have a TV worth stealing.
This
Yeah,
time?
he doesn't have nice stuff.
What's the advice though? Next time, pick up the knife and stab him if he offers it to you. Is that what they're saying? Because that's what the junkie does, right? He puts the knife down, turns his back, says, "Okay, tough guy, come on," and he doesn't do it, right? So is that what Mommy's saying? Is like, sweetie, if a bad guy offers you a knife, you take the knife, okay? Just take the knife and stab the bad man.
Take the knife and kaboom! Problem solved. Hey.
Bada bing, bada boom, he's dead. Problem solved. You don't call the cops, you call a coroner. Bo, hey!
Thank you, Andrew Dice Clay.
I kept thinking during this movie that the villain is good, but I can't help but wish that it was Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
And then I found out the role was supposed to be Alan Rickman.
No!
But he turned it down. I guess he wasn't cool being in a movie starring a bratty 8-year-old, which I assume he got over later on.
Well, a bratty 8-year-old, no. Several, meh.
Yeah, there's more than one. I could just blame the parents. Because that guy had Alan Rickman written all over that character.
It is kind of a Hans Gruber-y...
Can you imagine Alan Rickman in that role? Go back, watch that movie again, and picture Alan Rickman as Benedict.
Well, that's the thing. I actually put this...
You know what? I probably would have loved the movie if that were the case.
I put in my notes, Charles Dance as Benedict. For some reason, I don't like this guy. I know he's trying to be a melange of kind of sophisticated bad guy. He's the ultimate marksman, maybe a bit of a tough guy, but I'm just getting prissy off of him. I'm not really... I don't know. I'm not liking it. I like the over-the-top Vito guy. The
boss?
The boss guy?
Oh, fuck.
I think he's hilarious. Because, again, he's over-the-top stereotype, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Charles Dance is going overboard enough for this movie.
I don't know.
And
There was a scene later on that I loved.
The one in New York?
Yeah, the one in New York when he shoots the guy.
Hello, I just committed a crime. I've murdered a man, and I want to confess.
I loved that scene. I thought that was so funny.
But that's the point, is that he kind of brings it up to that level too late.
Yeah.
Like that should have been throughout all the whole movie. He should have been that exorbitant, I think, to keep up with this movie.
Because he starts chewing scenery early.
Yeah.
But it's just not as tasty as it is to later on.
Yeah.
Like later on, it's like, oh, give me some of that precious scenery. I can't get enough. Can't have just one.
Oh, I know the buffet's open, but that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. He was just kind of henpecking a little bit at the beginning. Then he gets to once he gets to dessert, though.
He doesn't have that big of a role in the beginning, though.
True, but I think Alan Rickman though could have brought that ideal.
It
of
would have
this-
been, yeah,
this
with Alan
subtlety,
Rickman, yeah, it would have been more subtle at the beginning.
but it would have been so flavorful. You know what I mean?
yeah,
With that one
yeah.
flavorful moist of flavorful morsel. Thank you, of scenery. It would have been all you needed. Just
Yeah.
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 Oh, Alan
And
Rickman
then-
would have chewed the scenery, but it would have been so much enjoyable.
Especially if you put the German accent back on. Ladies and gentlemen.
Like every time he corrected the Italian guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Under
like,
his breath.
It's like, oh, you're standing in front of the 8-ball. It's behind the 8-ball, you giddy bitch, or whatever the hell he says. You spaghetti-sucking motherfucker, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Picture Alan Rickman saying those lines, and it would have been so badass.
It would have been great. Because he would have put on, like, the right sneer and everything like that. Like he would have delivered physically and facially more than what this guy did, I think. I don't know. Maybe he's being held back. I don't want to hate on this guy too much. I don't really know his work. Yeah. But this is the only movie I know him from, and I was like, meh. And he was kind of like, aside from the eye gimmick, which they actually don't use as much as I remembered. But
why does he keep an exploding eyeball on his head?
Well, I think we see why. For a getaway? You got to turn it a certain way, right?
No, because in the end, Arnold shoots it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of strategy is that? I understand keeping
I think
a little
maybe
eyeball,
that might be in case of emergency. Remove eye, toss at that, toss at target.
Toss at hero?
Because he does it at short.
Should his sunglasses say that? It's like in case of a break glass, remove. There's a little picture on the other frame. Is a picture of how to do it.
Those are really ineffective sunglasses, Mark.
We have the technology now. Maybe not 1993 they could have done. I can't say anything. Boom!
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because his car would have just exploded for no reason anyway.
Yeah.
This is back in 1993 when all the car companies had their failed attempt at making cars that exploded upon sudden impact. Sorry, the slightest impact. Now, granted, this was in the movies. This is
and they
in
call
the movie universe, and they call it out.
They call it out for sure.
And when we were in that movie, by the way, I really wanted a Coke.
Yeah, me too.
Just for some reason,
I don't know why. I'm glad you got that.
Wanted a what?
I wanted a Coke.
So Bridget Wilson is in this, Slater's daughter.
Yeah,
you called it out, Veronica Vaughn. But she was before that. She was 2 years away from Mortal Kombat.
Hello,
Sonya Blade. And
I saw that.
And when they call it out in the movie that this is her first movie, introducing Meredith so-and-so, that's actually correct. Up until this point, this actress had not been in a movie. She'd only done a few episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, so this is before Billy Madison, then?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
She was 4 years away from that. So it was this, then Mortal Kombat, then 2 years after that, Billy Madison.
You know what's actually kind of funny? Is I'm going to break the fourth wall here. We just reviewed Encino Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The frozen girlfriend of Brendan Fraser at the end of the movie went on to play Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I knew I recognized her.
Huh.
Awesome.
So I thought that was kind of an odd coincidence that
the two Sonya
Blades.
I
was like, interesting.
Yeah, but so in this movie she was 4 years away from being that piece of ace, that nice piece of ace.
Piece of ace.
That Veronica Vaughn. Thanks for calling her that, though, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
What did you think of the Arnold as Hamlet?
Oh my god!
I did like the line "to be or not to be." Not to be.
And he lights up the cigar. Not to be.
As an action hero kind of line, that was kind of cool.
I love it.
It's shit that he's Hamlet.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want him in Romeo and Juliet.
I would just love to hear him pronounce in his accent Yorick. I have no idea how he would do it. I don't even want to attempt it. But I would like to hear him in his Austrian accent say, "Alas per Yorick."
Alas per Yorick.
Thank you.
Alas! Schlocky, but it does kind of... I did like that scene because it was kind of that fanciful, young kid just kind of daydreaming, melding what he's seeing with what he wants to see, whatever. Yeah. It was kind of funny. And, first he does the little throwback to his Conan days. He does a little sword play there, stabs the dude, then whips it an Uzi, starts shooting guys. It's these little moments that actually I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right.
That's part of the problem with this movie is there's some things in it that are funny.
It's schlock, but if you go along with it.
Yeah, but then there's some parts that don't make sense. Like some of the parts I thought were funny were we walked into the Blockbuster video.
I want to go to this Blockbuster video.
Rest in peace. He goes up and he sees Sylvester Stallone as Terminator 2.
Yes.
Or in Terminator as
as the
T-1000 or
Terminator,
whatever. Okay, he's like, yeah, though he did the movie. He's really good. That's his best role to date. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny.
Oh, I remember I was in the theater watching this when it came out in '93.
Oh yeah,
and that guy. Well, I was a huge Schwarzenegger fan, right? So,
yeah. Okay.
So these little references, of course, I'd watched many Stallone movies too. Everyone was busting a gut at that one.
Yeah.
That one got big laughs. It was like because no one really saw it coming, and then the idea that in the movie universe of Jack Slater, Stallone is the big action star that they watch, which it was, and back then they weren't really buddies yet, right? The Expendables had never happened, so they were almost seen as rivals, and that's what made it really funny, and it kind of broke that wall. And was like, oh, okay, so Stallone let him use his visage. This was kind of the end of that, and they're like, oh, okay, so obviously they're not competing anymore for that top action guy spot.
Yeah.
So.
But then later on, when he would come into real life, he punches out the window of a taxi.
Yeah.
And he discovers that his hand hurts.
Yes.
Okay. So if going into real life causes that, why does his gun fire? Should it be a prop?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a really good question.
I hadn't thought of that. So all of the pistols should be firing blanks, if nothing.
Thank you.
Really, right?
Exactly.
Until they find an actual
gun.
Yeah,
which they never did.
You're right. They are missing a scene. Well, that's the thing. They want him to keep using his big friggin' cannon that he hauls around. And then Benedict has his. He's got the long-barreled 6-shooter.
Yeah,
as his piece, and all they call out is the ammo.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Like, did you make a movie mistake? Like, no. Actually, I thought that was kind of a badass line. No, I just didn't put 2 bullets in. That's kind of a badass line.
Left the chamber empty.
Imagine Alan Rickman saying that line.
Yes.
No, you idiot.
That's an excellent point. You're right. That is a big flaw in this movie because everything else is it's all supposed to be fake.
Yeah.
But you gotta stretch it because in universe there's still consequences to actions, right? Like people are still getting shot in that. Like he shouldn't open up
in the movie universe, yes.
Right, but at the same so what they didn't also bring over is that he didn't at any point open up his shirt and all of a sudden there's blood packs and squibs or whatever.
Well, no, because when you watch a movie you don't see the squibs.
Right, but
you see what you're supposed to see.
But if he's bringing over the movie universe blank bullets, then everyone should have squibs on them who comes over.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
If they're bringing over the blank bullets, then they're
because the gun always has blanks. The actor doesn't always have squibs. Right? If he crosses over into the real movie, into the real world and gets shot,
well, the villain
he dies.
The villain should have because the villain's supposed to get
not always
get shot at the end, right?
At the end,
at the end of a Jack Slater movie.
Well, yeah, but he didn't. But he didn't come out of the movie at the end of the movie.
No, that's true. Huh? That's a good question. Well, yeah.
So that's the thing is like they kind of hit it. And that's what I mean. There's like
so there should have been a scene where they're shooting at each other and no effect, and they have to go and find or just start fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but see that you can't have that because then you got Schwarzenegger against this tiny dude. That's no contest.
I got news for you. Schwarzenegger's a tiny dude. Schwarzenegger's not that tall. Everyone knows this, right?
No.
Yeah, he's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's about 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not that tall.
No.
He's not as tall as the movies make him out to be.
Yeah.
And it actually kind of really shows in this movie because the kid is quite tall.
Yeah.
And that scene where he introduces Arnold or Slater to his mother, the kid is pretty much at his shoulder. So it doesn't make Arnold look very tall, very tough.
But at the same time, he's still twice as wide as our bad guy, as Benedict.
True.
This is a tiny...
Yeah, he's still, like, stacked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
sure.
he could still kick this guy's ass all over the place.
It's just Conan the Barbarian still. He hasn't yet gone into that junior twins phase where he's starting to lose the muscle mass.
Yeah, yeah.
He's still... this is the days where he had a trailer which was a mobile gym that he was bringing to the set. It was still those days, right? So he's still jacked, but...
Yeah.
So that's my point is.
And
I see what you're saying.
And like there were scenes where, like in the movie universe, like he goes back to his place and he opens the closet, takes off his brown jacket and his red shirt, puts on a red shirt and a brown jacket, takes a gun from the shelf and there's like a dozen guns hanging up.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
Yeah. Who he has to shoot each time. There's always a guy waiting for him in the closet. He has to shoot the closet.
There's always a guy in the closet.
Cost him a fortune in closet doors. Question.
Yeah.
Do they show a lot of movies in Tibet?
I've never been. Why?
Well, the whole conceit is that he has a magic ticket that was passed to him from Houdini.
Yes.
Who got it from a guy in blah, 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 who got it from a guy in Tibet.
Okay.
It is a movie ticket.
It is a movie ticket that was created before they had movies.
My point. It is a magic movie ticket before movies were
movies
ever
even existed.
Yes. And that's our magic bean.
Yes.
And it looks like every other movie ticket that he has in the box at the end, because he has to shuffle through.
Yeah.
So the Tibetan monks have been holding out on us? Is that true? Like they had picture shows with ushers and tickets, and one guy said, you know what, I want to be in that Kung Fu movie. Oh wait, no, I already am. Anyway, I want to be in that space movie, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, did they have a Tibetan version of Star Wars?
Maybe the monks were ahead of their time.
Maybe. You'd see some guy on a little bike with pulling the reel through a lamp. And no, keep it going like that. 24 frames per second. 24 frames per second. You know. Oh, he's slowing down. Let's switch out. Here's good job.
My arms are tired. Shut up. You're ruining the movie.
Oh, way to break the fourth wall, Don. You know. Chet.
Don. Chet.
It's Chet.
Chet and Bill.
Chet, the movie projectionist. But you see what I mean? Like, if it was Houdini,
well, Harry Houdini wasn't known for always telling the truth.
Yeah, but still,
he was an illusionist.
True, but at the same time, that's some kind of hogwash to even try and sell, even for a magician. I got this from an ancient temple in Tibet.
Okay, well, this is back in the 1920s when people drank snake oil.
Yeah, so. I got a ticket for something that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
How does he sell that? Like, how does Houdini sell that to anybody? The magic movie ticket, fine, but you gotta do better than that. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're not going to buy that, then you might as well not buy the rest of this movie, because
but
the kid ends up in the movie.
Right. I mean, I think they could have found something, a different way for the magic bean to happen. I don't know.
So is your problem the magic bean itself, the movie ticket, or the explanation for the
possibly bean? The origin story of the magic bean? Yeah.
Here we go with the fucking origin stories with me, Mark again. Here we go. When he plays chicken.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually in one of my notes. Like, why would you play chicken on a bicycle?
I don't know.
How does that make any sense whatsoever?
Bicycle.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to talk about the kid playing chicken with the car.
No, I meant Arnold playing... Why would you play chicken?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because it's an action movie.
Why would you play chicken in the first place?
Because he's badass, and the henchmen are
always going to turn away, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the bad guys are always going to lose their nerve at the last second because they're just henchmen and they don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah.
But then go into some sort of obstruction, which will send them on a Dukes of Hazzard-like careen through the air, flipping over multiple revolutions, landing with dastardly effect. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to go over this with you. I thought you'd seen enough of these. I'm sorry.
No, but when he first does it, I'm like, oh, so he's playing chicken outside of a Barbie dream house? With his giant pink walls?
California!
Yeah. When can you stop?
I thought you were talking about when the kid was playing chicken with the car. I'm like, why the fuck would you think this is a good idea?
Because he's the comedy sidekick.
Yeah, and that's why he turns away, because he realizes he's the comedy sidekick. He's not the hero.
Exactly.
But no, what I'm saying is why you're on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Those other person is driving a car. Even if you don't turn away, you're not gonna win.
Yeah. I have a better question.
And you're not going to intimidate the other car into turning being on a bicycle.
Yeah, you've just given him the prime opportunity that he's been looking for.
Yeah.
Here's my question is why does Arnold's daughter, who is 18 to 21 years old, have a small pink bike?
I thought he grabbed that from another house.
I thought that was from the neighbor, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was from right outside his house or her house.
And he comes, no, I thought it was from the neighbor's house. Because when he comes out into the driveway, we don't see her giant-ass truck in it. In that driveway where he gets the bike. So he came from the neighbor's place, grabbed the little kid's bike, and off he went.
Oh, see, I thought they lived like alone on top of a hill. Where there was
No, because Slater does his little gymnastics routine off of one roof onto another roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to know is why do they hire a guy who's old enough to be Schwarzenegger's dad to be the second cousin? Who is this old man that they got? I don't understand.
Art Carney.
Art Carney? Why?
From the Honeymooners.
Okay, no offense to Art Carney, but I liked his work back then. But what is he doing as the second cousin?
His job is to come in and die of "I have no more plot left" disease.
I love his exit though. I'm out of here. As last words go,
I love the bomb that actually waits for Slater
to check the card
slowly. Because it's not a matter of he actually goes 5 and then like the exact amount to the next second.
Yeah.
No, it's like 5. What does this mean? Flip 4. Why am I looking at numbers? Flip 3. How come this is working? Flip 2. Like,
oh.
Yeah. And then there's a bomb.
There's a bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
that's how Lando got it.
Yeah, he has time to jump to like get out of the house and jump clear before the house explodes.
Yeah.
So, even though it was saying 5-4, it was really at 20.
It was the first and last use, I think, of the flip card timer.
Yeah.
You don't see it a lot, actually, ever.
Yeah. I will say this though, when the one guy, the one cop, is like hanging in the tree inexplicably.
Explosion.
Hanging in the tree and says something about how he was going to retire, which I was like,
2 days.
2 days to retirement?
Yeah, I was like, wah, wah, wah.
I love that.
But no, honestly, that moment irritated me because very faintly in the background, there's a little bit of Lethal Weapon music, and I'm like, no!
Oh, yeah.
You don't get to use Lethal Weapon music.
That saxophone.
Yeah, that meow, meow. It was Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you don't get to use Lethal Weapon music in this. Ever. Don't you do that again.
And did you notice a white guy cop, black guy, older cop arguing as they go in? Like, that was totally Riggs and Murtaugh. And and they kill him off. I did like the 2 days to retirement.
Well, the kid calls it too because he's like, he's fine, minor injuries. The 2 other cops are dead.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there going, wow, this kid was film studies before we started. Look at this kid.
Yeah.
I love this kid. No, not really. No, not
so during the chase, there's some product placement, and I've got to stop here for just a second. And
was there?
Yeah. Well,
it was so unnoticeable.
Well, we have a sponsor for this. For this episode, okay? So if I may, I'll just get this out. All right. This episode of Or Is It Podcast is brought to you by Acme. In these financial times, wouldn't it be wise to diversify your funds? Why do it in multiple transactions? Just invest in Acme. We have multiple products. Everything from dynamite to ice cream trucks. Acme. We're your brand.
Thank you, Acme. We do appreciate the support.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Acme products are all over this.
You know what? And what a great company. I mean, they have a legacy going all the way back to Warner Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, where they made all kinds of stuff, right? I don't want to gush too much about Acme, but I mean, I use them whenever I can. Acme shampoo. I've got an Acme sword under my bed. I've got
an Acme crane.
Acme crane. Yes, Acme crane. Yep.
And the big thing about this is the at the funeral, the mobster named Fart is full of course, nerve gas because that's the only thing terrorists used in the 90s. Was nerve gas.
Well, sure.
And Jack Slater... Okay, You have a funeral full of mobsters from different families, and not one of them recognizes Jack Slater
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because he's wearing a hat.
They're grieving.
They're grieving. Hey, we're heartbroken over you.
No, because once again, it's the whole movie trope thing, right? Where you
Yeah.
have like the smallest bit of disguise. Ooh,
Yeah.
unrecognizable.
He should put on the glasses with the mustache and the fake rubber nose.
Yeah, seriously.
I call it Superman syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah, big time.
But I do like the line. Was it Eddie whatever his name, the fart is going to pass gas one more time? And,
Yeah.
I believe it was Leo the Fart.
Leo the fart. All right.
Yeah, and he sets it up too. He's like, you know what that means? Leo the fart is gonna pass gas one last time. Dun, 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 drive away.
Yeah.
Again,
Meanwhile,
it's
it
the
should be
movie
ha ha
world.
ha ha ha.
So a few things that don't make sense, even in the movies, is that I can't reconcile. Is well, actually three now because that blank bullet thing was really good. But,
Thank you.
why does the chief of police, once he gets done on make a kid his your new partner, a 10-year-old kid?
That's you never seen Cop and a Half
Burt Reynolds.
with Burt Reynolds?
You're referencing Burt Reynolds for this great action.
It's happened in a movie, Mark.
Yeah, I guess, but
I hate to say this, but there's precedence.
well, no, but he doesn't become a full-on partner. Like there's the cop gets assigned to protect the kid or take the kid somewhere, but this is like now he should be given a badge and a gun, partner.
Well, he wasn't given a badge and a gun.
That's my point. This is your new partner. It's like what?
Well,
And well, this is of course after they've already shown this little not montage, but a matter of it was showing like all these people being paired up
Yeah.
with their partners, right?
Yeah.
So of course this is like the culmination of that. But I was just like, for fucking Jesus. Although I do have to say that when they go to the house, and he's like, that's it, the bad guys are in there, and Slater...
yeah, I love this
And
one.
Slater fucking owns him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh yeah, he's like, you should be carrying this badge. And he was like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for this. He's like, no, you don't understand. I went to school for all these years and I took all of these courses and everything else when really all I had to do was drive around the neighborhood and go, the bad guys are in there. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That brings me to my second question. Why is Slater humoring this kid so much? He starts off with "you got 10 minutes," which turns into like an hour of him trying to prove he's in a movie.
Yeah.
And he never believes it.
Unfortunately, in this movie, it's a movie.
That's
a valid reason.
I guess.
That's the weird thing about this movie. It's a movie within a movie.
So you can't. So it's just a poorly written movie
Well,
to a degree.
yeah, yes and no. It could have been written better, yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's having to humor this kid and the kid is now his partner, I'm sorry, but it works within the realm of the movie.
You know what kind of vibe I got? I mean, yeah,
Now-
I guess.
now-
I guess
now-
it
now.
doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know.
Space women in red leather?
Yeah,
I have no idea where that came from.
I was trying to think of where I'm like, okay, because like you said, all right, cop and a half, and they're referencing on. They got Humphrey Bogart as one of the cops.
Mm-hmm.
They got him in there, and they got what was it like really big fat cop and really skinny cop
Yeah.
pairing off together, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But where they got the leather fetish cops?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
like-
I was thinking some kind of space movie.
I know, and I'm
That
trying
time,
to.
I'm like,
I'm sorry. Error 404. File not found. I have not. I have not seen
service
it.
temporarily unavailable.
I mean, I've watched probably a little more science fiction. Probably the most in this room, I think, but maybe not. I don't know, but I can't.
Probably.
But I don't remember. Like the Terminator one. I get some of the.
Like even the animated cat.
THX 1138, maybe? Stretching it.
Even the animated cat, voiced by Danny DeVito, I can
Yeah.
let go.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
anyone recognize him? That character?
Danny DeVito.
No, the voice I got, but who is
No,
this
the
character?
cat.
No, it's a completely new character.
Whiskers, or whatever
Yeah,
his name was.
it's
Yeah.
new. It's an original character. Well,
He was
it's not an original character. But
Yeah, I was like, well, what is that based on, or whatever? Like they actually, because like they got Humphrey Bogart himself.
There was a
and
lot
everything.
of animated cop movies from like the 50s and 60s,
Okay,
so that's where that would come from.
all right,
So,
fair enough.
like the old Sam Spade cartoons.
Oh, they should have McGruff the crime dog.
There we go. Oh, and by the way, even in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I can't escape Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because they go to the movie premiere, and they have Little Richard, and they have all these cameos, and all of a sudden Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, Jim Belushi.
Belushi's a dick in this one.
Yeah, she was trying to be sarcastic.
Yeah, I know, but it just comes. Yeah, not dick. But yes, there's Jean-Claude Van Damme. And he gets one little line. I bet you he had more, and they're like, it's not working. Hey, Arnold, when you're talking to Jean next time, tell him that we had to cut it for time.
Sitting there going, Christ.
I'm surprised he didn't show up on set. He's like, hey, Arnold, can I kick anything for you?
Yeah. Anything need kicking?
F. Murray Abraham's character, the funeral guy, is like, I was like, oh wow. Even for an action movie, this is a bad setup that he's buddy-buddy with a funeral director. So that's paying off later that they're going to go to a funeral. Like, I was like, wow. Even for an action movie, that's bad.
Which one?
F. Murray Abraham? Exactly. He shows up near the beginning. This is in the Slater movie, so he shows up at...
Does he practice?
Practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a funeral director. I thought he was a cop.
I thought he was a cop.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No, because he offers him a job. He's if you want to come work with me, I've got this funeral. I got the Vito funeral or whatever.
Yeah, I thought he was like some special agent or something. I thought he was like CIA or FBI
I thought he was
or something.
working
I thought that's what he was.
I didn't
The
get
mob
that.
case.
I was like, I thought he was a funeral director because I'm like, is he offering him a job as a funeral director? When
I thought he
gets
was
canned?
offering to come over and work on my case.
Yeah.
I'm covering the mob boss case.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
going to have to
thought
go back
too.
and rewatch this. And maybe I was writing a note or something during this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
I may have missed it, but I thought he was offering him a job to work in funerals. I was like, well, he's killed enough people. Maybe he'd kill all these bad guys,
They're dying to get in.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Like, I love how the guy, I don't remember the guy's name, but the villain from Jack Slater 3, he gets brought back by
The creepy
Benedict.
fisherman guy?
Yeah, the I Know What You Did Last Summer guy.
Yes. I liked his axe. That thing was badass.
The the constructible axe.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, just it had the blade and it had like the two other blades where it should have been a dull end. I was like, all right, I like that. That's pretty.
Okay.
It was unique.
But he comes back because Benedict pulls him back out of the movie.
Yeah.
So then he shows up to the movie premiere, and he's just allowed in.
Cosplay.
Yeah, he's part of the promotional.
He's just allowed in because they think he is the actual actor dressed up as his character.
Yeah, I like that. But then he goes to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger, the real Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's on the upper balcony. And, of course, Jack Slater runs in and stops it, and Arnold takes him down.
Yeah, like there's no other security.
But then the I Know What You Did Last Summer guy runs off, climbs down the curtain, and I just imagine him yelling, "Semper Fi Tyrannis!" It's like John Wilkes Booth after killing Lincoln, right? Because that's how he got away. He climbed down the curtain.
Yeah.
He didn't have a giant axe, but that's how he did it, right?
Yeah, it kind of is a movie getaway. That's like a movie you see that in pirate movies where they take the knife or the sword or the axe and they just chunk into the sail or the curtain.
Climb down,
and just as it's ripping.
Yeah, I just thought, that'd be really cool. Semper Fi Tyrannis.
I got to give props out to the sound design. Whoever decided
Props?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, because I like the moment when actually he's discovering when Benedict gets the ticket and he's discovering what it can do. On his TV is an episode of The Twilight Zone, so you hear the ding, 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 and he's like, imagine you've traveled to another dimension, and he's like, oh, so the TV is telling me what this is. That's cool. So he kind of
he accepts the alternate dimension thing really easily.
Very easily.
Almost too easily.
Almost comically.
Yeah. Now, granted, he did get to put his hand through a wall.
Yeah.
But he came to the conclusion that that would take him to an alternate dimension where his life was a movie pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing where he just discovers on his own what the kid is telling Schwarzenegger, where things don't work the same way.
Yeah.
So he's walking and prostitute, okay, like he's just like, how old are you? Okay, glad nothing came of that. But then guy gets shot in an alley, and so he's waiting for the cops to show up, and nothing happens. Right? So there's that slow, kind of gradual.
Well, before
it's a discovery.
Before he realizes that the cops aren't coming, he kind of has a look on his face of, people kill each other here for just shoes?
Yeah.
Fuck this noise, and goes to walk away.
Oh, yeah?
But then he realizes there's no cops.
Yeah.
Which leads to the whole, I've just killed a man. And I would like to... I think that's a funny scene.
I will give him that scene. That's the one scene I'm actually having a good time with this villain. But now that you've brought it up, I can never watch it again without wishing Alan Rickman was in it. So thanks for ruining this one.
And he brings in Death.
Well, he doesn't bring in Death. The ticket drops.
Yeah.
And it's still powered. And it drops down, and Death goes, hey... That's cool. I'm getting out of this movie. Now, I loved it. It was actually really funny because when I was watching this, I was like, is that Ian McClellan?
Yeah.
Because, like, he's far away.
Yeah.
When you first see him, right? And I was like, is that Ian McClellan? Then, when you see him, you pan in on him, I was like, yeah, totally is! Fucking points for me!
Yeah, this is pre-Magneto, pre-Gandalf.
Oh, yeah.
He was just
I love, though, when he shows up as Death and, like, walks over to Slater and everything, and you know, what's his name? Danny is like, no, get away from him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I was just checking him out. He's not on any of my lists and whatever. And then when he turns to go, I couldn't help but thinking, maybe I'll just grab the old man on the way out, though.
See, that scene confused me. Because, going back to the bullet theory, would Death have any powers?
See, now, I think...
in real life.
This is actually something I've been considering ever since you brought up the whole blanks and whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of because they exist in this like they exist in this movieverse.
Yeah.
Then they transfer over into the real world. They are still who they are in that movieverse, but the rules have slightly changed. So yeah, pain hurts and whatever, but at the same time, he had bullets in his gun. Therefore, he's got bullets. In real world, they are bullets.
Because it's written in the script. That's why. There we go. I think we just fixed it.
I'm willing to accept it just because this movie is a parody. But I think if you were to write a movie with a better story along the same lines as this premise, you'd have to basically figure that in. Where if he comes out of the movie, he's not going to have unlimited ammo in his gun.
Right.
Which they do mention.
No.
Kind of.
Yes, they do. But the thing is, what I'm saying is that in this movie-verse, it is not a movie. It's real life.
Right.
So they don't have, in this movie-verse, in that movie-verse, it's real world.
Yeah.
Right? So they have bullets in their guns.
Yeah.
They have, people do get shot and killed, and people do blow up and whatever. So when you transfer from that world into this world, there aren't blanks in those guns because it's a real world. So there are real bullets in their guns because they have transferred into another world. But all of that stuff is real from where they are.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. But I'm just thinking, like, and like I said, it's sort of a magic bean that you have to accept in this movie, right? Because otherwise it doesn't make any sense, like I've been saying. But I think if you were going to make another movie like that, if I was writing this movie, I would say, okay, well, if he comes out, obviously pain hurts more. Villains won't just get out of his way if they play chicken, and all the movie tropes are no longer in effect. And then watch to see how that character...
acclimatizes?
Yeah, acclimatizes to real life. Or vice versa, right? Because we kind of see how the kid adapts to movie life. Mm-hmm.
Like the tar scene.
That was a waste. I thought that bubble should have exploded.
Well, that's no gas all over
Yeah,
the place.
I know,
though.
but you can get. I did like the fact that he's cleaning himself off with
Yeah.
paper towel.
Yeah. It's like tar
And his
sticks or
daughter
something.
shows up
Yeah.
with a new change of clothes.
I knew you were here.
Yeah, and the kid's like, tar sticks to most people.
Cut, and it goes away.
Yeah.
Like the other thing in Blockbuster where he's talking about the phone numbers. He says, "What's your prefix of your phone number? 555, and what's yours? 555." It's like so everybody in this world has 555 phone numbers, and Arnold actually turns around and goes, "That's why we have area codes."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fucking Jesus, yeah! Oh fuck, I was on the kid's side up until that point." Because I totally forgot about that whole scene. Although he is wrong. He says 9,999
Yeah.
combination. There is actually 10,000. He's forgetting about 4 zeros.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That it would be hard. Like you want to transfer everything, but the problem is that this is a made up character, and one of the things that they've done is, or at least one of the conceits is that whatever they're writing in the movie is now transferring over to a real world with real world physics and consequences.
Right.
So bullets will kill you instead of just and like even in the movie world, Arnold, we have that moment in his apartment, which is actually gleefully blank. Like it's just everything he needs, but there's no accoutrement, no decorations, right?
Yeah.
Just where he talks about how I just wanted to be a regular cop, but all of a sudden I started going on these crazy adventures.
yeah.
And I kept surviving.
And I kept surviving. So the movie physics are that. There's your tipping point, right? Movie physics versus real world physics.
Yeah.
But whatever he was written with comes over. So his shirt, his pants, his loaded gun
Yeah.
somehow magically gets transported, and
Yeah.
it's real.
And
I
I
see
can
what
understand
you're
that,
saying. Like what you're saying does make sense.
I think it'd be more interesting, I guess, is what my point is.
yeah. If you had to like somehow get a gun or something like
Yeah.
that, or yeah.
It would be, yeah, but then you've also got you'd also have to have the scene where he's going gun shopping with a 8-year-old.
Yeah.
In the States, I don't think that's too different.
Okay, granted, but this is a PG movie, right?
Actually, you know what?
PG-13.
What they could have had, which would have been nice.
Flipping diff.
Yeah, well, because they call that out. It's PG-13. Say this word.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to say that. It's like, no, say it. No, I don't want to. No, it's because you can't. Because of the rating of this movie, you can't say it. It's
Yeah.
fuck. It's fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
And so he calls out, like, that's the thing, the movie rules are in play in that dimension, so things are working
Yeah.
differently.
again, interesting premise. But now here's my question, though. Does death actually kill anybody? Because he touches the cop eating the hot dog, or lighting a cigarette. And the cop coughs, but never falls over.
I thought you saw him slump over.
He bends over to cough, but I watched carefully. He doesn't actually fall down.
That could just be bad extra work.
That could be. It could
He
be.
was supposed to, and they're like, oh, fuck it, just, all right.
But
move on.
then, here was my other question with the whole death thing. Why did death go into the theater? Because Jack wasn't on his list, and it's not the kid's time.
That might be to Texas' point, but getting the old man.
Yeah. Now, he does say, I just wanted to check him out because he's not on my list. But then, wouldn't you be busy killing everyone else?
I think it was like, almost like a blank spot. Like there's a person here who's dying, but not on my list. So what's that? It's like an anomaly,
maybe.
right? Because he would know. Be
Realistically,
aware.
he's there to say, find the ticket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
So-
but as far as like within his own death powers, someone's dying, but he's like, that's not
Yeah.
supposed to happen yet.
Which and that's the thing is like
Forever, yeah.
like he's there just to say find the other half of the ticket, which is funny because that's kind of a movie trope, but it's happening in quote unquote real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You find the other part of the thing, and it makes the thing work. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. One scene that I wanted, and actually this would have been more to the blank bullet theory, would have been we should have had that crack guy come back, except with Schwarzenegger in the house. Like I wanted that guy, that guy who rolls the kid
Yeah,
at
he
the
never
beginning.
gets his comeuppance, does he?
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to show up, or at least that could have been where Arnie gets the gun. If Jack Slater, rolls that guy in the alley and gives him a beat down, right? Kind of he gets his comeuppance and then he gets an actual real world gun. Maybe it's they could have made a joke how it's like a tiny little pistol, but nothing macho. But at the same time, it's an actual gun that works. So that scene, maybe that's what we needed, was him to fire some blanks and then have to beat up the crack guy for the gun.
Yeah. And there was the one scene that I really didn't. I know what they were going for, but it just wasn't funny. And that's like all the way throughout the movie, the kid keeps predicting what Jack Slater's going to say.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, you're going to say I'll be back," or "Oh, it's going to be a big mistake," or whatever. And that's apparently his catchphrase. And then he pulls the cabbie out from the car in the real world, and he says, "Oh, I have one thing to say to you. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. You didn't think I was going to say that, did you?" And I'm like, yeah. Oh. That's, just so not funny.
Well, but that was the end of the running joke, though, right? So they
if
started.
that's the payoff.
I wish it had been "I'll be back." Actually, to be honest, I wish that had been the one that he says to him that he didn't expect. But
that line and that payoff to the running joke to me is like the payoff to the red light gag in Suburban Commando.
Oh yeah,
where he just shoots the red light.
Yeah.
Yay. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, I admit I didn't expect him to say that.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I didn't expect him to say "suck my knob" either, so he could have said that too.
Well, there was one word we knew he wasn't going to say.
When it comes to at the end of the movie, when it's been established that Jack barely even has a flesh wound and whatever, and blah blah blah, and then he's like talking to the captain, who's looking for him after he's fired him.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's a movie.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, he's talking to the captain, and he's like, you know why you're yelling? You're yelling because it's in the script, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is actually Movieverse. And this is its own reality, that would pretty much book Jack a one-way ticket to the loony bin. Because he'd be like, this is not a movie, this is real life. So everyone would basically start thinking that he was as crazy as the kid was. Because everything the kid was saying, everybody was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's something, up with you, kid. So, he would be going to the loony bin.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind
they
you,
would be like, what
he
in the
is a
fuck
movie
wrong
cop,
with
so
you?
he probably won't turn him in, so...
Still.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, because he gives this he gets to yell at his boss, fun, but at the same time, he's talking about where Hollywood's writing all of this for. Yeah. I'd be like, all right, you're down the hall and to the left. There's the shrink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then can you imagine that conversation? So, Jack, there are really writers who are telling our story for us. Tell me how that makes you feel.
Yes. Is this
he'd be going to the loony bin.
That's true, but his psychiatrist would probably be the Hulk. So,
or the psychiatrist from Lethal Weapon.
Maybe. How many times in an action movie have you actually seen steam pour out of somebody's ears when they get angry?
In an action movie?
Yeah.
Just this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually reserved for oddball comedies, is it not?
And cartoons?
Yeah. Cartoons, yeah. Okay.
It's like cartoon physics. But they've already established that cartoon physics happen in this world. They have a damn cartoon cop. He's actually one of the best cops in the force and saves their life.
Yeah.
So the steam? All right.
True. Very true.
I'd like to think that, going back to your psychologist point, that it'd be like, we do usually encourage some sort of belief in a higher power. So is this writer, quote unquote, your God? And do you have a Bible that they've written? Is that called a script, as it were?
Yeah.
So Schwarzenegger could become a new, a religious figure. Or, sorry, Jack Slater.
Yeah.
Guru,
Guru, yeah. Jack Slater, love guru.
Love guru.
Do you know who was originally offered to direct this film?
The guy who did Gladiator?
No. Steven Spielberg.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, turned it down to make Schindler's List.
Huh,
No.
that was a big mistake.
Yeah, I was actually going to say not a big mistake, considering how...
I recognize but the guy they got, though, was a good guy. This is the Die Hard director.
Yeah, it is.
Of the two good ones, 1
Yeah.
and 3. Or the two best ones, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Predator.
Yeah, and Predator, too.
Predator, yep.
I know a lot of his movies were on display in Blockbuster. I know that.
Let's see, what else? Yeah, so Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard, Predator, Hunt for Red October, Medicine Man. He also went on to do 13th Warrior, Rollerball, and something called... Yeah, nothing else.
Rollerball is not something to
He just
recommend.
I think he got arrested at one point, I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this movie also has the distinction of the first film to be advertised in outer space.
What?
Yeah. For $500,000, the film's title was graffitied onto the side of an unmanned NASA rocket that was launched into space by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
Okay, you know you have a lot of money when?
Yeah.
Just launched Planet Hollywood,
Yeah.
which
And-
they call out in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they have Schwarzenegger in this movie. By the way, there could have been there was.
I don't know how they got him. It was amazing that they got him.
Yeah, well, I heard he was busy making a movie. Jack Slater 5, you know. But there was I'm sure there was a temptation when they were writing it to make the real version of, even if it wasn't Schwarzenegger, if this was a Van Damme movie or Stallone did this one, right?
Yeah.
To make the real world version a real dick. But I'm glad they kind of pulled back from that, and he was just like trying to be a businessman, and that's because he's known for that, like,
Yeah.
his business acumen, and
Yeah.
you know.
Well, he comes up and he says, wow, next time you're in LA, look me up. We can let you do some mall
Restaurant
workings
workings,
and
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I hate you.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, even they have the little scene with him and his wife. Too soon. Oh, sorry, but I had to where she's like, "Don't bring up the restaurants. You always bring up the restaurants," and then he's
Don't bring up that you're fucking the maid. All right. Oh, fuck off. She named them after characters of his, for crying out loud. Hell, one of the kids is named after Jack Slater.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So.
One of the writers on this actually is Zach Penn. Helped write The Avengers, The Incredible Hulk, X-Men, Elektra. Sorry.
Well, you
Can't
gotta
all be
start
perfect.
somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere. Inspector Gadget. Woo.
Oh, no.
Although, yeah, so there's his way up, right? He goes from Last Action Hero to PC Inspector Gadget, then X-Men. Yeah. Anyway, I did like this guy, but...
So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Mark?
I actually have two. One of them I wrote prior to, and one of them, it was one of my comments that I'm saving for my Or Is It? The first one I thought, or is it the Bridget's audition tape for Mortal Kombat, right?
There you
It's
go.
very elaborate, but still, it got her the job. Or is this, is this a movie life versus real life, or is this California versus New York? Because our movie universe, it's not in the same city, so we don't have that. If both had taken place in California, and they could have had the movie version and the real version of the
Right.
same city, it might have had this more of an impact. But we actually changed cities, so it kind of looks like California, New York, hey, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like we're shitty here, you know?
I just killed a man. Keep it down.
Yeah, like it's California.
Interesting.
Glorious California versus shit York. That's what this movie's kind of saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Tex?
I have Or Is It the story of a psychologically disturbed boy who loses his grip on reality and embarks in a fantasy where his hero is real.
Was
I
that
think that pretty much is. I have it as, or is it the story of an evil magic movie ticket who wanted to take over New York City, meaning that Harry Houdini was the ultimate terrorist?
Whoa!
Because I found it very odd that the movie, the movie ticket only worked so that the kid could come into the movie and then take the villain out of the movie.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe only half the ticket is evil and the other half is good.
Oh.
I also have it as, or is it Mean Mark's biggest fantasy realized on the big screen with Arnold in the place of Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I'm gonna have to call you on that one because it would have been Arnold all the way.
Oh, really?
As much, I am a Van Damme fan, but you take me back to that time that this kid was living. Yes, my dream. You're right. If I had written this, I would have been along for the ride the entire time. In fact, I wouldn't have even taken him back out of the movie. I would have just been me in the movie roll credits. Bye, Mom. You don't want me anyway. You know?
Screw you and Dad dying. I know you asked for it.
Oh.
So that's going to about wrap it up for Last Action Hero. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Mean Mark.
Join us next time when we'll review a controversial horror movie written, directed, and financed and starring Mel Gibson. Gibson is one man fighting to survive against a monster he believes is sent after him by Satan himself in Jews.